his gaze lost in the shadows above. Rises abruptly, a glint of determination in his eyes. With practiced stealth, he retrieves a makeshift mirror. He checks the corridor. Clear. Frank kneels, his movements deliberate as he prepares his escape. He removes the makeshift grill, revealing a hidden tunnel shrouded in shadow. He tests the darkness with a subtle signal. In cell 140, John Anglin sends a subtle signal. In the neighboring cell, Clarence responds with a barely perceptible nod. In the dim confines of the prison cell, Clarence meticulously sets a lifelike dummy head on the pillow. The dummy head, an unbelievable creation of soap and stolen hair, lies in wait. Clarence steps back, admiring his work. Think they'll fool him? John, ever the pragmatist, nods with grim resolve. Enough to buy us time. In the dim confines of their cells, the Anglin brothers and Frank reveal meticulously carved crawl holes. Deep in the earth, the trio ventures into the claustrophobic confines of the utility tunnels. Every movement is fraught with danger as they navigate a labyrinth of live wires and decaying pipes. The air hangs heavy, saturated with the stench of damp earth, the ghosts of forgotten decay. At the junction, Frank stands, quiet at the junction. You know the drill. Silence descends as they prepare to execute their plan. The weight of their mission pressing down on them. The air thick with unseen shadows. Frank pores over locked diagrams, his focus absolute. John ties complex knots, using encodes as his practice material. Clarence glances around furtively, grabbing glue. He builds makeshift oars, his brow furrowed in concentration. A dummy head sits on the table, stained with coffee. Folded notes pass between them, whispers exchanged in hushed tones. Men emerge from the darkness onto the prison rooftop, greeted by the shimmering city lights across the bay. Clarence, breathless, stares at the distant city lights. It's right there. Freedom. Frank's voice, sharp and urgent, cuts through the night. Don't stop to dream. Just move. Aggressive spotlights cut through the darkness, illuminating the desolate prison rooftop. The trio instantly hits the ground, seeking refuge from the relentless glare. Cautiously, they begin to crawl, their movements deliberate and hushed. Under the cloak of night, they descend the drain pipe, their escape hinging on shadows and whispers. Frank kneels, examining the hidden raft pieced together from raincoats. John bunts heavily, sweat glistening. We got 15 minutes before count. They work feverishly, inflating the raft. The rhythmic whoosh fills the air. Clarence checks his watch, his expression a mask of worry. Time's bleeding out. Frank's voice cuts through the air, a command amidst growing desperation. We paddle fast, straight northwest to Angel Island. If we hit current on stop, moving forward. Under the cloak of night, a small raft pushes off from the shore, beginning its silent journey into the dark expanse of San Francisco Bay. The raft, a mere speck against the vast, inky waters, is swallowed by the darkness, leaving no trace. The darkness of the bay envelops the raft, their figures now invisible. In the dim morning light of cell block B, a guard's approach signals the start of a new day. The sharp rap of a baton echoes through the silence, breaking the stillness. The guard shouts, "Morris! Count time!" In the shadows of cell 138, a dummy head sits motionless. A sudden blink from the dummy head startles the guard. The guard reacts, quickly unlocking the cell. The cell door swings open, revealing the ruse. The dummy head falls from the bed. The cold, echoing corridors of cell block B erupt into chaos. Inmates shout. The clanging of metal fills the air as a sense of urgency descends. A lone guard shouts, "Code red, escape." The control room descends into pandemonium as alarms blare and chaos erupts. Searchlights pierce the night, their beams slicing through the inky blackness. Sirens wail, amplifying the overwhelming sense of impending crisis. Officers dart frantically, their movements reflecting the gravity of the unfolding emergency. Warden Blackwell bursts into the control room, fury contorting his features. They tunneled out? By walls? Blackwell's voice echoes with disbelief and rage. The control room pulses with the steady rhythm of computers, a stark contrast to the high-stakes game unfolding beyond its walls. FBI agent Dawson stands firm, the weight of the situation etched on his face as he confronts the warden. Dawson's words cut through the tension. And took 2 dummy heads with him. He continues, "This is no ordinary escape, Warden. This was surgical." In the early morning, helicopters churn the air above San Francisco Bay. Coast Guard boats slice through the tranquil waters, leaving trails in their wake. A lone paddle bobs gently on the surface, a silent witness to the activity. A waterproof pouch containing memories of another life is pulled from the water. On Angel Island, fragments of a raft wash ashore, hinting at a story of survival. The vast expanse of San Francisco Bay stretches out, silent and serene. A chilling absence hangs in the air. No bodies lie still beneath the surface. No blood stains the water. No sign marks the bay. Blackwell sits, his face a mask of grim resolve. Papers stacked neatly before him. He leans forward, his gaze unwavering. His voice drops. They drowned. And that's the end of it. Dawson sits behind his desk, skepticism heavy on his face. He slams a thick file shut, the sound echoing in the room. Dawson states with certainty, "They left no fingerprints, no witnesses, and you found no bodies. That's not a drowning. That's a ghost story." Years dissolve into fleeting glimpses of the past, each frame a fragment of a long unresolved mystery. 1975. A photograph emerges from Brazil, showing 2 older men on a rural farm. 1993. An anonymous letter arrives at the FBI headquarters. The letter declares, "Frank died in 2005. We lived free. We won." 2013. Handwriting analysis confirms the letter's authenticity. The case failed in the mists of time. In the FBI cold case archive, the young agent carefully files the Alcatraz folder. Fingers brush the worn edges of the case, his eyes reflecting the weight of unanswered questions. His gaze falls upon a faded note tucked within. "We made it, just like we said we would." Darkness. The words appear stark against the mist-shrouded Alcatraz Island. The camera slowly pulls back, revealing the imposing fortress amidst turbulent waters. The legend of the escape from Alcatraz remains one of the greatest mysteries